Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, oh, now go with the go so, Yes, men, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises, we they are they run to. Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders, I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers, people will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jollof. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come more. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Bonye na agwo ọrịa anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ simile nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete mazụ nye ha sọgotụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi mara n'ebighị ebi ise mma dịrị gị Chineke mma dịrị gị Chineke.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us wherever you are joining from.
I appreciate everyone that has connected to us on this evening section of our program. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Please like and share the program to other platforms. Like and share to family and friends. Invite somebody to join us at this very evening program. It's very important. We will continue to speak up. We'll continue to use every single opportunity that we have to speak to Biafran people. So I appreciate everyone that has connected to this very platform, wherever you are connecting from. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to those who are close to you. Let them know that we are live so that they can be able to join us and get to the end of this very issue that we have at hand. You know that a lot is going on, a whole lot is going on, and we will not keep silent. No matter the obstacles, no matter the hindrances, no matter the attack that is coming from right, left, and center, we will never keep quiet. We will continue to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So wherever you are watching us from, I welcome you and I thank you for making out your time to join us this very evening. I will not take much of your time. We are going to run it as fast as we can because the time is not our friend. Things are not the way it used to be, and we are trying to be able to cut out things and make things very brief. So, as many as have connected, I welcome every one of you. In the morning hours, many of you missed our program because I made it very, very short. And that's why I'm here again this evening to continue. So wherever you are, I can see some of my followers are already here. I can see Gerard DK. Gerard DK, you're welcome. You're always here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Ochiogena. Thank you so much. Anselm, thank you so much. Anselm, I appreciate you. My beloved sister Linda TV show, thank you so much for being here. Obara Paul, thank you so much for joining. So I appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting from. Thank you all for being here on this very program. I appreciate every one of you that have joined us on this very program. And I pray that Chukwu Ukabiyama will be with us. I see Makanju Ola Adegun Muhammad. Makanji Ola Adegun Muhammad. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. If I pronounce your name wrongly, please pardon me. Thank you so much for being a part of our program. Everyone that have joined, as I always say, that this platform is for everybody. This platform is for everybody. It is not just for the Biafran people alone. I see Obara Paul. Thank you so much, Obara Paul. I can see you there. Chibuzo is Udo. I can see you, Chibuzo. So I appreciate everyone that has connected to this very platform this very evening. Thank you so much. The platform, we are not here to instigate violence. We are not here to preach hate. We are not here to attack anybody. We are not here to attack any race or religion. The platform is for everybody that cares about humanity. Our platform is for everyone that cares about humanity. In as much as we front Biafra as our main topic on this platform, we project the Biafran business as the most important thing for us, because my own very self that anchored this very platform, I am a Biafran. So this is something that concerns me directly. And when I talk about it, I talk about it with every strength I have. Chuku Sunday, thank you so much for joining. Chuku Sunday, I appreciate you. Thank you, Chuku Sunday. I appreciate you, Chibuzo. Thank you so much for joining. So when we come here, we leave it open for everybody to make their contribution. Wherever you are joining from, if you have any contribution to make, you have any objection, you have a superior argument, you have something you want us to learn from you, you have something to speak about, feel free to talk to us about it. We are ready to listen, and we will always listen as we have always done. So wherever you are this evening and you're joining us this program, please kindly invite somebody to join us, because we are in a time where we can no longer be silent. Everybody has to get busy and be airing their own opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. I am entitled to mine. And we will come together to be able to push information and make sure that things goes right. So wherever you are watching this program today, I urge you to please try as much as possible to pay attention, make your contributions, and share the program to all platforms. The topic we are discussing this evening says Biafra, civil disobedience, and Simon Ekpa's trial, what they are hiding from us. Every blessed day we see that more things are coming. Today, Biafran, civil disobedience, we see, I appreciate everyone in Biafra land. Every Biafran in Biafra land, I appreciate every one of you that are still standing on, regardless the attack, regardless the distraction, regardless the confusion. You are still standing strong and making sure that our voice is heard. I appreciate you so much. I can't thank you enough, the Biafran people in Biafra land. I cannot thank you people enough, because what you are doing today, so many of us, even if we are in Nigeria, we might not be able to do it. So many of us cannot be able to do what you are doing. When you are in the front line, in the face of the bullet, and you are doing everything you have to do, you don't even care. It is not easy. It's not easy. We know the pressure in the zoological republic called Nigeria, where the tyrant is in charge, and yet many Biafrans are standing their ground. I appreciate every single one of you that made this day a successful sit at home. Thank you so much. This civil disobedience is very, very important. It cannot be overemphasized. This is the stronghold that we have. This is the only thing that gave you and me voice. This is the only thing that made the world to know about us. So sit at home is not something that you have to joke with. It is not something that is just about one person. It is not just about Mazen Nandekan, about Mazen Simon Ekpa, about anybody else. It is about all of us. Our collective interest is being pushed to the world through the sit at home. There is no other means we can speak loud than the way we have done with this civil disobedience sit at home. There is no other thing, there is nothing you can do that will be as loud as this sit at home. So I appreciate every Biafran that is still standing strong and making sure that the sit at home continues. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect all of you. As we proceed and we go on, we see that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa trials, a lot of things are being exposed. A lot of things are being exposed. There are so many things we did not know about the trial of our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, but today everything is coming to light. Everything is gradually coming to light. There are so many things that we are hidden in secrecy. So many things we knew before about the case of Simon Ekpa are all lies. They are all false. And I want every Biafra in this platform to be paying attention. I am not here to praise anybody or to criticize anybody, to attack anybody. I'm talking about the sincerity of the matter. That is why every one of us have to begin to focus and define Biafra for ourselves. We must begin to define Biafra for ourselves. So many informations we have been believing for a very long time are wrong. So many things we've been believing, which even myself was believing, I was preaching, we are so wrong because we believe the wrong things. Today, with the case of Master Simon Ekpa, a lot of things are coming to light. A lot of things are coming to light, more especially in the case of Master Simon Ekpa. So many things have been transpired. So many things that I can't even mention one or two. But today, every blessed day, since the pronunciation of the sentence of our Prime Minister, which surprised every one of us, Biafrans began to dig deep. Individuals begin to dig deep. People begin to reason and begin to look through. And we are seeing things differently now than the way we saw it before. It is unfortunate that all this while that Mazi Simon Ekpa has been in the hand of the Finnish authorities and the case was going on, none of us know exactly how the court of Finland works. None of us know exactly the process they are going. None of us know exactly what Mazi Simon Ekpa is going through, who is standing with him and who is not standing with him. None of us know the details of his lawyers and court and judge. We don't have that details. But today, Many details are coming out. After the pronunciation of judgment, Biafrans have begun to dig deep, begin to make research, which is what we are supposed to do before. These are things we are supposed to do, but we decided to relax. Every one of us felt lazy because we were expecting somebody to do it for us. We were expecting someone else to bring information, and they were not bringing the information. Today, it is becoming much more clearer. So from this moment on, we have to be paying more attention on the real issue. The case of our Master Simon Ekpa is a case against every Biafran. It is a case against every Biafran. That is why it is very important that you pay attention. Some of you think that that sentence is from Master Simon Ekpa. I reject that sentence, and every Biafran reject that sentence. Master Simon Ekpa will not serve it. But at the same time, those of us that have freedom, we must mind what we do. It is very sad that Master Simon Ekpa, while he was outside, he fought for Master Nnamdi Kanu. He fought earnestly for Master Nnamdi Kanu and made sure that Master Nnamdi Kanu had representation internationally and locally. He was in the front line making sure that the name of Master Nnamdi Kanu is not forgotten, that the case of Master Nnamdi Kanu is not thrown under the carpet. But today, what are we doing for Master Simon Ekpa? What are we doing for Master Simon Ekpa? What are we doing? What are we doing? Simply getting the exact update about the case of Master Simon Ekpa is difficult. Even though we have people in Finland, we have people, Biafrans, we have Biafrans in Finland, even those who claim to be members of the cabinet. We have people in Finland, those who claim to be members of the cabinet, they are in Finland, and yet information is scarce for us. Yes, they cannot do what they're supposed to do. Yet we still have to hope and wait for people from elsewhere to get information and we have to begin to listen to people outside before we can be able to get information. It is not a good sign. It is not a good sign. It is really heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. The way we are reporting the case of Master Simon Ekpa, the way we are getting information is really, really heartbreaking and sad. It doesn't show concern at all. It doesn't show that we are concerned about the situation of Master Simon Ekpa. It doesn't show that we are doing anything. It does not show that. It is very, very heartbroken. When I see things that are happening today, the things that are unveiling today, the way things are unraveling every blessed day. Every Biafra must begin to pay attention. Not just pay attention, begin to ask questions. Begin to ask questions and begin to think within yourself and begin to do something within yourself. We need to support our Prime Minister Master Simon Ekpa. His suffering will not be in vain. All the effort he put in this struggle will not be in vain. Master Simon Ekpa can never ever be forgotten. He has written his name in the Biafra struggle in a bold letter. Not just writing his name, he has done something that will always be remembered in generations to come. Master Simon Ekpa has done something that every generation will remember. It is sad the way we are going about the issue. A lot of things are being done in secrecy. A lot of things are being hidden. So many answers are not given to us. So many answers. We are asking, seeking for answers. For those who are supposed to respond to us, they refuse to respond. We are seeking for answers. Those who are supposed to give answers to the questions are not giving answers. There are so many things hidden in secrecy. It is very sad. It is very sad. Every blessed day in the case of Master Simon Ekpa, as we continue to look through, as we continue to investigate, as we continue to make research, we continue to see things that are really disturbing. And it is not good. It is not good in any way. It is not in any way good, either for you, for me, or for anybody. That is why we have begun to dig deep to uncover the hidden truth. We dig deep to look into issues. We dig deep to continue to unravel and ask serious questions. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are today, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama to please pay attention. We have been sleeping for a very long time. We have slept for a very long time, and we can no longer be sleeping. We can no longer be sleeping. This is the time for us to speak, and speak in a very, very loud manner. Every Biafran today has to begin to take responsibility. The truth of the sit at home is something that cannot be overemphasized. I have said it again and again, the reasons why we are doing this and the importance of sit at home. I have played the video where Master Simon Ekpa explained it. If you think that sit at home is not important, it means you must give us something that is bigger than sit at home. Before you can be able to place sit at home down, you must give us something that is bigger than sit at home. You cannot leave what is working or throw what is working under the cupboard and you think Biafrans will fold their hands. This was exactly what transpired before when the DOS trying to play down on the sit at home. Biafrans said no. You cannot remove something that is working and without replacing it with something that is bigger. I thank everybody in Biafra land that still knows that it is important. That knows that sit at home is the only voice we have today. The only voice remaining. There is nothing remaining. In Biafra land today, one thing that people can still look at and say there are people who still want Biafra in Biafra land is sit at home. The only single thing that people can do. But let me tell you, the international communities are not just looking at people abroad. Those of us who are living abroad, you're on Facebook or on Twitter on the talking. That is not where they're looking at. Their most interest, the major interest is people on the back home. People back home, they want to see the support we have on the ground, the control we have on the ground. Some of us don't know the importance of that. If you like, make noise on social media for 1,000 years. Without taking control on the ground, you are wasting your time. You're wasting your time. The only way the international community will weigh your strength, will weigh your strength and the seriousness of what you're doing and your control is by looking to the homeland and see what you are doing in the homeland. They will look at the homeland. When they look at homeland and see what you are doing, that is the only thing that they can be able to look at and say, okay, that this person is making sense. Don't ever play it down. If you think place it at home down, you must give us something that is much more serious. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge every one of us to please, in the name of Chukwu Kabiama, be very, very careful what you do. We must continue to hold our ground. We must continue to do what we have to do. We must continue to send this information. And we must continue to make sure that our voice is heard across the world. More especially on this sit at home. Under no circumstances must you overlook sit at home or give it up. Don't give it up. That is the only weapon you have. The only weapon you have. The only weapon I have, we must not give it up. We must not give it up. Wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to be very careful. I want you to be very careful. You don't need anybody to preach to you. You don't need anybody to enforce it. You don't need anybody to remind you. It is something that the foundation have been led by Chukwu Ekpa himself, and we embraced it. Don't allow the campaign of the enemies to make you to walk away from your victory. Do not allow the campaign of the enemies to make you walk away from your own victory, the victory that has already been given to you. The victory that Chukwu Ekpa has given to you already, you are throwing it away. It will be a very bad thing to do. It is a very bad thing to do. As we are watching Finland and what they are doing today, you think they are not paying attention. They are still paying attention. They want to still know that thing that they accuse Master Simon Ekpa, if it is true. Just like Master Simon Ekpa kept the tempo, he kept the tempo until the last day. He kept the tempo. Maintained his stance about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and continue to do something to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu relevant. He never stopped one day. He never stopped. The same way we that are alive today, we that have our freedom today, we will do the same thing for him. Don't slow down the tempo. Don't slow down the tempo. with the revelations we are getting today in the case of Master Simon Ekpa, we have 1,000 opportunities. I am more than sure that by the special grace of Chukwu, Master Simon Ekpa is going to join us. He is not going to serve that sentence. He will not. He will not serve that sentence that is coming from the court of first instance. That court of first instance, whatever they have said, cannot stand. By the time we get to the appeal, things are going to change dramatically. It's going to change. You know, all this while, we don't know a lot of things. There are so many informations we are hidden. So many informations. But I thank you today. Everything that is hidden is being exposed. Everything that is hidden in secret places are being exposed. The chances of the freedom of our Prime Minister is still very large. Very huge. The chances of freedom for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is very huge. And his freedom means a lot for Biafra. His freedom means a lot for Biafra. It means a lot for you. If you don't know the value of that freedom, it means you are not serious. That is why when I see people who are rejoicing about the predicament of our Prime Minister and they still claim to be Biafran people, I laugh. Chukwu have made it easy for us to know those who are Biafrans and those who are not. Those who are fighting for Biafra, those who are not fighting. Today it is easy to know. It is easy to find out. But I thank Chukwu that after the revelations that are coming, the investigations we are doing, it is very obvious that the freedom of Mazi Simon Ekpa is possible. Very possible. The chances are huge. The chances are huge in the appeal court. That is why I have said, I don't see anything that will stop Mazi Simon Ekpa from appealing. And if he refuses to appeal, I don't need any excuse from anybody. I need to hear from him why he has refused to appeal. Because obviously, it is Mazi Simon Ekpa that will trigger the appeal. Nobody's going to do it for him. From all look of things and how things, nobody is going to do that appeal for Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is going to do it himself. It will be according to his request. He's going to request that from his lawyers through the court, send him for the appeal, then the appeal will go on. Nobody will do it for him. Just like every other thing, from the beginning of this case up to this moment, Mazi Simon Ekpa have been doing everything on his own. That is what I just discovered. I just discovered that Mazi Simon Ekpa has been on his own doing everything possible. Let's see what happens in the appeal court. Maybe during the appeal court, maybe something is going to change. If he's going to call the attention of people to help or getting other international court lawyers, then we can be able to find out. But from the understanding of how Finland court works, the Finland court have three systems. They have a court system of 3 levels of court that they operate. They have 3 levels of court. And the very first level, is where our Prime Minister is today. The court of first instance. And in that first level, cases are decided there, but the decisions there are not final. The decisions there can be changed. And we also know that the kind of judges they use there, they don't use professionals on that very level. The court of first instance. That most of the people that they use on that very level, that they are not professionals. That is what we discover. That in the court of first instance, which is the court our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa is attending, the district court. In that district court, the court of first instance, citizens, ordinary citizens are used as judge. They're used as judges. And these people have been appointed by the government themselves. The government identify people and they decide to use them. So those people who they identified, being that this is a case between Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Finland government and Nigerian government. So you can imagine, if Finland government decide to pick somebody to come and judge, of course, they are going to pick people that they can be able to control because they're not professionals. They're going to choose people that has one condition or what that they can be able to compromise. So you see where those chances come. So from that, whatever verdict you get, you cannot base argument on the verdict that came from this very court. You cannot base judgment on that. The appeal court is very, very essential, more especially in a serious case like that of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Nothing stops him from going to appeal court. This is not a case that will be decided by a citizen judge. It's not a case that will be decided by just an ordinary lay judge. A lay judge. They call it a lay judge. A lay judge is just a citizen. They can just pick up any citizen anywhere who is not practicing, who is not a professional, to come and take decision. Decisions are mainly based on people within and all that. So we cannot be able to trust them. I think during the case of Master Simon, there was in a situation where a citizen also came and testified against him. There was one man was brought to testify against him. When the man testified, at the end of the day, the lawyer of our Prime Minister discovered that the man that testifies has a very bad record. That he has gone on a false testimony in the past events. He has a record of testifying falsely on previous events, and then that very testimony was thrown away. So you can imagine if they could bring somebody who has testified falsely before to come and testify again. How can you ever believe on that kind of a system? That is why it is essential that we must take these things to the highest level. And I believe our Prime Minister is going to appeal. And when he appeals, everything is going to change. We know that international conspiracy and silence is also there. We know that there is international conspiracy. We know international conspiracy to silence Biafra. We know that. That one is playing out every day. We cannot deny. We cannot deny the international conspiracy. It is very, very open. It is not even hidden. Before they do it in secret, but today, the international conspiracy is in the open. They do it without mind. They don't even care anymore. They don't even care anymore. So on that aspect of the international conspiracy, we know that that one is there. And there is nothing that can change it. So wherever you are as a Biafran, we must keep our hope high. Do not be confused. Do not be distracted. Do not allow anything to push you aside. Every one of us must continue to hold that part. You see the way Mazi Simon Ekpa hold his ground for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He never looked back. At this time that Mazi Simon Ekpa needs us more than ever, he needs us. He needs us. He needs us. Let me tell you, one of the things that Sit at Home is also doing that. Whenever it is Monday Sit at Home, everybody will remember Mazi Simon Ekpa because he was the one that was in the front line supporting Biafrans on Sit at Home, civil disobedience. That is one way to keep the legacy of Mazi Simon Ekpa alive. That is one way to make sure that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not forgotten. That is one way to make sure that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not forgotten. I don't know why any Biafran will play it down. I don't know why any Biafran will think that staying away from the Sit at Home will solve any issue. This is the time for us to take charge of our own destiny. The foundation has been laid on what we can do, on what we will do, on how we are going to salvage this situation. The foundation has been laid. So, any one of us, wherever you are, this is the time you must come and speak up and do what you have to do. It is unfortunate that things are happening the way it is happening. But whatever happens, never give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. We must remain vigilant and remain united. Very important. We must remain vigilant and remain united. That is the way we can be able to overcome this very challenge that is ahead of us. It is not an easy task. It is a heavy task, a task that we must carry out and we must win. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, it is very important. It is very important that we keep our eyes on the ball. We keep our eyes on the ball as we dive deep into the world truth. There are so many untold truths. There are so many things that are hidden. There are so many things that we are not told before, that we are seeing now. There are so many informations we didn't have before that we have now. Everybody must keep their eyes on the ball. Keep away your anger, keep away your grievances, keep away whatever anybody have told you in the past, and begin to re-educate yourself with the information that are coming now. Re-educate yourself. The case of Master Simon Ekpa has taught us a lesson. This very judgment that was passed has taught us a very great lesson. So many things we thought we know before, we never knew. So many information we thought we are right are not right. So many informations we thought are right are not right. Only this time we have begun to look deep. Look deep. Forget about those who are laughing, those who are rejoicing at the predicament of the Biafran people. Forget about them. Let them go ahead. He that laughs last, laugh the best. The most shameful thing is to see a Biafran celebrating and laughing at our Prime Minister. Or even a Janjaweed. A Janjaweed that is already occupied by, that is already taken over by terrorists. A Janjaweed that is laughing. His backyard is burning. He can't even go to his village. Those who are talking about Master Simon, they can't even go to their village. They can't even do anything for themselves. They are helpless. But they are there celebrating the arrest and the kidnap of Master Simon Ekpa, judicial kidnap of Master Simon Ekpa. That is what I call it. Because what we saw there is not normal. It's not normal. But I'm heartbroken. And heartbroken because if we had known what we know now, then, Biafrans will not be silent. I believe so. They will not be silent. We would have done things differently. We would have done things, we would have spoken differently. We would have spoken differently. The judicial system of Finland is very, 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 very messy and very, very dirty. And now that we have known, every one of us, we must stand strong. Don't worry about those who are laughing. Those who are laughing, he who laughs laughs not the best. And those who are laughing, they are not better than us. They are not anywhere better. Master Simon Ekpa remains a figure. You will remember him, even in millions of years to come. Children unborn will remember Master Simon Ekpa. Our unborn generation will remember him because he has written his name bold in the history of Biafra. I saw a video that was made by someone, which I saw that was posted. I think I have to share that video where somebody gave a very comprehensive illustration on the issue of Master Simon Ekpa. His views were so touching, and I would like to play that very video. Let me see if I can find it so that we can hear what the guy said. And what he said there, we are all the truth and nothing but the truth. But you know, sometimes truth is hard and bitter. People don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear the truth, but we will make sure we will continue to push it to them, and they will hear it whether they like it or not. They will hear it whether they like or they don't like. They must hear the truth. They must hear the truth. They have hidden the truth for a very long time, but this time it can no longer be hidden. Let me see if I can be able to bring this up so that we can be able to listen to what this brother has to say, his views on those people who are celebrating their own downfall and think they are celebrating the downfall of our Prime Minister. So I just got to see that, and I feel other people should listen to him, and let's just listen to what he has said. He made a great point. And I believe those idiots that are celebrating, by the time they come across this speech, many of them will retrace their step, and many of them will be shocked to their bone marrow to what they are going to meet.
For straight 2 days, Simon Ekpa has been trending both in Nigeria and in Europe. And I'm going to say this. This young man at the time represented Nigeria. doing 100 meters, 200 meters, and then hurdles and land. And he won a silver medal before leaving Nigeria for Finland. Just like what's her name, Toby, is it Amosu? Yeah, Toby Amosu, representing Nigeria right now. And maybe a few years from now, decide to go against Nigeria that they want the Yoruba nation.
Please write on the comment section. Let me know if you can hear him.
The issue at hand is what Nigeria has refused to deal with. For a young man with a promising life to wake up one morning and decide to go the way he went, there was a reason. And that reason nobody bothers to talk about it today. Go to the eastern part of the country. A lot of them hold the same view, if not all. And nobody wants to look at it. Nobody wants to talk about it. I can tell you from experience, from what I've seen, when Nnamdi was kidnapped from Kenya and then brought to Nigeria, did he stop disciple IPOB struggle? No. Samuel Ekpa, far away Finland, took over, doing the same thing, preaching the same sermon. I watched what he did in Finland. Look at the crowd there. There were doctors, there were lawyers, there were engineers, there were architects, just people from various walks of life. They came from all over the world to attend that gathering. What does that tell you? There's something in this young man that brought them together. I see some Nigerians celebrating. Every social media, Samuel Ekpa has been sent to jail. He's been sentenced to 6 years imprisonment. Samuel Ekpa has gone to jail. There's hand on meter. Now he good for him. Make you learn a lesson. My dear, I'm going to bust your bubble with this. I don't know if any of you have the privilege to see the prison where Glenn is going to spend this time, the 6 years. Now vacation, he can go. He's going on vacation. Free 3 square meal and snacks in between. He doesn't have to pay light bills. He doesn't have to pay water bills. No mortgage, clothing, everything is paid for. And he's entitled to a champagne, a big champagne bottle every weekend. If you see the bed linens, Arabian linens on the bed, where's that one about be sleeping? Most of them, when they celebrate, they jump up, say, hand up it, hand up it. Now, mosquito, rodents, rats, and mouse. Now, na the battle with everything, with your dusty feet. All around your bedroom. House when they never renovate 20 years. Why wouldn't you celebrate? Say yes, I don't beat her. If that's when you go sleep, your friend and all that like that when I came there, I don't know how many of them went down to go cruise. This cruise ship. There's something the same. For 6 years, he's not going to bother to. No pills, nothing. Just eat, sleep, wake up, go to the gym, pump iron well. By the time after that 6 years, when he go come back from vacation, you go see him, yes, he don't get prison body. What we call a prison body here. All buffed up. Look on what's his name? The one in Abuja, Minister of MTC. You don't see as it means with his skinny legs. He has every resources in his speech, and yet he's looking like that. My dear, when I just bless this young man, he's finished the Finnish authority have made him famous because one, whenever Biafra is mentioned, his name is there. And then they mention Ojukwu, they mention Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa will be mentioned, written in that book. So all of now, when they say God don't punish him, God don't punish him, nobody knows that, Papa. Nobody will know that, Papa. Nobody knows that. Even yourself talking, you know. But now, everybody knows Simon Ekpa. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested before Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was sentenced before Nnamdi Kanu. What does that tell you? When I get a long way to go. Yes. When I get a long way to go in that country. You've given this young man all these years. While we put on there, don't die. Not still that life. Tinubu, you are there now. You're still keeping this young man. Where was Samuel Ekpa arrested here? That is sentenced. And I say we get joy, we get court for Nigeria, we get whatever. That everything we need, we have. My dear, it's a shame. It's a shame when you see something good. What is government? Government is about the welfare of the citizens, but obviously not. What we have is a group of people with like minds, bent on doing what they want. If they have to make people defend them, you have to destroy them. Look at your citizens. All these ones, every single one of them celebrate. Even the ones at your TV stations celebrate. Look at them. Let them show you where they live. You come into that studio with your dusty feet. Shoot when you some of them even wear put on oversized suit. With I'm not letting me talk about it. I'm going to call it here. Samuel Ekpa on vacation on the judicial authority Senate. So for that 6 years, times up how many bottles of champagne you go drink. And one thing on an unknown, he said that they let them bring in girls there, when they're nice up at night, weekend nights, yeah, they take good care of him. Losing the waist very well. Not be people whine for years, like those that man went down, which are there when they always like people whine. Not like that. They will bring in some good girls, went to, give anti-heat massage and all that. A bonus with them, big bonus. No bills, free. Everything that you need is being paid for. What a wonderful life. Nigeria, that would never be.
You have just heard that brother speak, and this message is for those idiots who are celebrating the judgment that was passed against Master. In as much as we know that the judgment will not stand, that one is certain. That judgment cannot stand. After Mazi, Simon Ekpa have appealed that very judgment. It can't stand. It can never ever stand. From what we know today about the district court, from what we know today about the court of first instance in Finland, that judgment cannot stand. When they get to appeal court, it's either the case is being thrown off or it will be reduced to the barest minimum that Master Simon Ekpa will not spend another single day there and he will be out. Master Simon Ekpa has suffered more than necessary. In the appeal court, where they have professional judges, not like the district court, it can never be the same. In the district court, where they are using their local whatever they call them, their lay judges, where they use lay judges. It's not like the appeal court. In the appeal court, they are professionals who cannot be influenced either by politics or by the government. In that place, things are being looked into, and they consider every single judicial process based on international law. As we read, in as much as we know that there is global interest, but at least there are certain things they can do. They have delayed him more than enough. They have succeeded in delaying him and pushing us back. They have been able to push back the hand of time for us enough. So nothing stops Master from coming out. They have already played their games. Nothing again is remaining. So the message of this my brother is sending is a message sent to all these idiots who are celebrating in Nigeria. You see a one Nigerianist. Even in their studio, go to all their studio, go and check all the videos they did. All the analysis they did, they were all rejoicing, they were praising Finland, all the mad people everywhere. The people that are praising Finland, they cannot go to their village. They are not even thinking about how to go to their village. Their village is being ravaged. Their hunger is clear. Some of them don't even have food in their cars. They are rejoicing. That even if Master Simon Ekpa, even if at the end of the day, the case was not thrown out, even if at the end of the day they sustained that very judgment, Master Simon Ekpa will still come out better than every single one of them. He will come out better than them, healthier than them, popular than them, recognized more than every single one of them. Every one of them. Including the Department of Saboteurs, those of them who are jumping from pillar to pole. Those members of people who claim to be Biafran and they're celebrating. They can never meet Master Simon Ekpa in anywhere. They are not met in anywhere. They are not met in anywhere. They are not met in anywhere. But when you go to their studio, you see how happy they are. You see how happy they are. In a very useless government. A very useless government. They are not even talking about the real issue that concerns them. The calamity that is befalling every one of them. They don't talk about it. The calamity that is befalling Nigeria itself. They ignore it. And they are busy pushing their propaganda, blackmail, ranting, going right, left, and center, celebrating, oh, Master Simon Ekpa has been kidnapped, Master Ekpa has been arrested, he has been judged, this and that, saying all manner of nonsense. If Master Simon Ekpa comes back, even if Master Simon Ekpa, even if they did not remove the sentence, and Master Simon Ekpa comes back in the next 2 years plus, he is going to be much more better than every single one of them that is celebrating. Better in all ramification. Those of them who call themselves members of the DOS that are celebrating, they will never in their lifetime be a match to Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa has taken his permanent position in the cause of Biafra. He has taken a permanent position in the cause of Biafra. Your hatred, your wickedness cannot stop it. It is very sad that somebody who claims to be a Biafran, who claims to be fighting for freedom, at this point in time, will be celebrating the downfall of his own brother. Somebody who claims to be fighting for Biafra will be celebrating the downfall of his own brother. You can imagine that. Then ask me, what kind of Biafra are they looking for? Were they ever fighting for Biafra? Were they ever fighting for Biafra? Of course not. They were never fighting for Biafra. But I believe Chukwu Okike Abiama is going to surprise them. I have a very strong belief that Mazi Simon Ekpa can never serve that sentence. He will never. He will never. Judging from what we know today. All this while, we never knew. That is why every time when Mazi Simon Ekpa is going to court, I always come here to complain that we are not having enough information as we're supposed to, which was a very, very big blow to us. There are things we are supposed to know that we are not privy to. Things we are supposed to know, we didn't know. We kept silent and thought that something is being done somewhere, that somebody is doing something somewhere, but nobody was doing anything. Simon Ekpa was just left on his own. Informations were very sketchy. But after this sentence, Biafrans have begun to dig deep. We begin to make research and look towards things. You can find out by your own self. You can make the research by your own self and see how Finland judicial system works. Go and check by yourself. See how Finland judicial system works. And then you also look through and see the chances that our Prime Minister has to walk out free. You will see the chances he has to walk out free. The chances of walking out free is huge, very, very huge. The only thing they are trying to do is to delay him for as much as they can. To roll back the hand of time for Biafran people as much as they can. That is what they're doing. That has always been the mission. They know they can't stop it. They did it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up and gave the 150 days prayer and said, after this prayer we will march, all hell break loose. They couldn't comprehend it. They can't imagine. How can this man talk of marching? And they saw him establish the ESN, all hell break loose. They began to fight. But the most painful thing, why is it that every time it is very easy to penetrate through the Biafran people? Why is it so easy to use our brothers, our sisters against us? When are we going to learn to say no to bribery and corruption? At what stage are we going to start saying no? It will not happen again. At what stage? At what stage will we start saying no? It is so shameful and heartbreaking. But we cannot continue to lament. We can't continue to lament. Those of us who still have conscience, the only thing we can do for Mazi Simon Ekpa today is to keep his legacy alive. Keep his legacy alive. One of the ways we can be able to keep his legacy alive is this seat at home. This seat at home, it speaks volume. The seat at home keeps the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive. Keep the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the front line in the world. The same thing, you can't talk about the seat at home without remembering Mazi Simon Ekpa. Anytime they see sit at home, anybody that talks about sit at home in Nigeria will always remember Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because they saw him as the front liner of the sit at home. So whenever you mention sit at home, Mazi Simon Ekpa will come in. And when you decide to destroy it, you are not just destroying You sit at home, you are destroying the only weapon that we have. The only weapon that we have. You know that we cannot protest in Biafra land. The only thing that shows our presence in Biafra land today is that sit at home. In case you don't know. The only thing that shows that Biafran people are still asking for what they want in Biafra land today is sit at home, nothing else. That is the only presence, strong presence that we have. The only strong presence we have is that sit at home. That is the only thing people can look upon. They say, oh, they are still sitting at home. People are still sitting at home. Every Monday, like today, there are videos that are coming out. We still saw videos popping out today on how Biafrans are sitting at home. And those videos will continue to come. Biafrans are never, no matter how you try to make them to give up, they will never give up. And I appreciate you, Kabema, for that. Many of our Biafran people are doing very, very well. Trying everything they can to see they keep that sit at home alive. And I'm really, really impressed. In the midst of all the challenges, in the midst of all the blackmail, propaganda, lies, intimidations, yet when you look, you still see that people are sitting at home. It is really, really a thing to commend. It is not easy. If anybody comes to tell you that it's easy, let the person come and try and do his own part. It's not easy, and it has never, ever been easy. But in the midst of that difficult time, you see Biafrans sitting at home. That is Biafra land. People still observing the sit at home. So they can. This is one of the things that the international communities will look at, and they will know how serious the Biafran people are. This is one of the things that they will always look at. When they look at it, they say, oh, these people are still sitting at home. They mean what they're saying. It is not just about you and I that are living abroad. Those of us who are staying abroad. Our noise making online, it matters. It contributes. But I tell you, they pay much more attention. They pay much more attention. They pay much more attention to what is happening in the homeland. They pay much attention to what is happening in the homeland. Remember the first propaganda that we are pushing? They say, oh, it's these people that are in abroad. It's only people that are abroad that are always shouting about this sit at home. It's only people abroad that are talking about Biafra. That was what they made them to believe. Because then IPOB focused only on outside. It was Simon Ekpa that came and changed that narrative. Simon Ekpa changed that narrative, that belief that it is only people that live in abroad. By being present on the ground, acting on the ground, conducting self-referendum on the ground. That was how the game was changed. And people began to understand that it's not just people who are living abroad. It's not just people, it's not just those of us who are online making noise. That people on the ground are sitting at home. So it is very clear. That is why we must continue to hold it and hold it firm. Simon Ekpa never disappointed Nnamdi Kanu, not for one day. He never disappointed Nnamdi Kanu, not for one day. He did everything humanly possible, including creating a landing space for Nnamdi Kanu. He made sure that Nnamdi Kanu is not indicted with anything that is happening in his absence. He made sure that Nnamdi Kanu is not indicted with anything happening in his absence. What about us today? What about us today? Are we doing the same thing? Are we giving him the same protection he gave Nnamdi Kanu? Are we giving Simon Ekpa the same protection he gave to Nnamdi Kanu? I am asking. And I need an answer. Ask yourself today, are we giving Simon Ekpa the same protection he gave to Nnamdi Kanu? Including making sure that the name of Nnamdi Kanu is not critical. making sure that the case is not swept under the carpet, making sure that it's not forgotten. If you are not doing that, you better start doing it now. You better start doing it now. Because the world is watching. The case is still going. When the professional lawyers will come into it, professional judges will come, the judges are going to look at every single activity in Biafran land today. All these things they tie to man, Simon Ekpa, they will still look and see that these things are happening. If these things can be happening even greater than it was happening when Mazi Simon was there, so why would you now accuse a man who is far away in Finland of those atrocities? Why? If things could be happening double that it was happening then, triple, how dare you accuse a man who is living far away in Finland? How dare you? That is why every one of us must sit up. Don't allow your greed, your envy, your jealousy, your wickedness, your vindictive attitude, don't allow it to becloud your mind. That you begin to betray the cause of Biafra unknowingly. Today, so many of us are betraying Master Simon Ekpa in afterthought. Afterthought betrayal. Some of us who didn't have the intention to betray him, but now that he's no longer available, he's not with us. Many have just hung off. Many have just given up. Many have just thrown in the towel. But wherever you are, I urge every one of you to please do not forget the sacrifice made by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Do not forget the sacrifice he made. He made a great sacrifice for you and for me, and he can never be forgotten. He will never be forgotten. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you feel. You can like him, you can hate him. It cannot change anything. Mazi Simon Ekpa has written his name in gold in the cause of Biafra. And history will always be favorable to him. What about you? What is your own position today? What are you doing? What about you? What are you doing? What about you? Mazi Simon Ekpa has done his own part. Even if he never plays a role again, what about you? He promised to bring Biafra, and he did. He promised to bring Biafra, and he did. All you need today is to follow the strategy he has given you. Follow the strategy he has given you. He explained it all. Everything that we need to do, he explained it. But how many of them are we doing today? That is the question. How many of those things he said we should do are we doing? How many? How many are we doing? Instead, most of us, we are busy allowing our heart and mind to be taken over by blackmail, by propaganda, by wickedness, by envy and jealousy. I don't know how long you are going to be doing that. Why don't you focus, channel your energy on how to get this Biafra? Why don't you channel your energy on how to get Biafra? Channel your energy on how to get Biafra. That time you spend talking about your brother, talking about your sister, put that energy to talk about what is happening in Biafra land. The atrocities of Nigerian government against Biafrans is huge. You can't talk about it enough. You can't say about it enough. Every day we see more things happening. Every day we see more atrocities, more criminalities coming from all angles, from all corners. And you're not bothered. If you're not bothered, I don't know what is going to bother you. If you're not worried about what is going on today in this cause of Biafra, I don't know when you're going to be worried. With all the things we are seeing today, with all the evil we are seeing right, left, and center, every one of us should be very, very careful. Always seek the truth. Always seek the truth. Seek the truth and seek the truth earnestly. Don't just go with the crowd. And don't just believe things because somebody said. Not even just because I said. Every one of us should begin to make inquiries. When you hear things, I have been talking about this for a very long time. When you get information, go extra mile to verify what you have heard, if it is true or not. Whenever you get an information, go extra miles to check this thing you heard. Is it true? That is where we are today. Because if you keep silent, you won't know when you are being fed with garbage. You will not know when you are being fed with garbage. Just like the case of Simon Ekpa. Case of Simon Ekpa, I was also a victim. So many things I thought we are somehow wasn't the way I thought it was. In the case of Simon Ekpa, so many things I saw then, today, from the revelations we are seeing, things are not what we thought it was. That is why it is important that we test everything. Everything we hear, we must test it. Put every word to test. Put every information to test. Don't just take a word and run with it. When you hear something, you say something, but put it to test. Try it within yourself. Investigate, verify by yourself before you begin to believe and run with information. Very, very important. Very important. If not, you will fall victim of wrong information and you will have every cause to apologize later. I'm worried about our Prime Minister. And I know every one of you is worried also. If you are following the case and what is happening, you have to be worried too. So wherever you are, continue to pray for our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Don't ever stop praying for him. We need prayers because remember the global interest on this case. Remember the global conspiracy. It will always play in. But I bet you, when Chukwu Okikabiyama said yes, nobody can say no. When Chukwu Okikabiyama say yes, nobody, no man born of a woman can say no. And we are getting there. There is no crime we are committing. We are not doing anything bad. We have not gone to take the life of the innocent. We have not gone to take the life of anybody unjust. We have not done anything that will warrant what we are getting today. Simon Ekpa fought a just cause. Every accusation that was thrown to him are just false. But all this target is you and me. They want to take him out of the way so that they can have the opportunity to do what they want to do. They want to take him out of it. Is because of you, because of me, because of Mazen Nandekano. That is why when I see people who claim to love Mazen Nandekano, you want him to be free and you are celebrating the sentence of our Prime Minister Mazen Samara. You're an idiot. Anybody who you see, oh, our leader Mazen Nandekano, unconditional release, wanted to be released. And oh, Mazen Samara, yes, they jail him. He deserves it. He deserves it. He's doing too much. He deserves it. And you say you love Mazen Nandekano. You don't know who you are following. I wish the heart of Mazen Nandekano will be opened to show you how sad he is because of the situation of Mazen Samara. To show you how worried he is, how disappointed he is with that very conviction of Mazen Samara. If you can open the heart of Mazen Nandekano, or if he will be allowed to speak on that issue, which I know he will not, When the time comes, whenever he comes out, he's going to speak and tell you how he feels when he had that. He will be heartbroken. He will be heartbroken. The only man he knows, he trusted, that can be able to hold that very banner until he comes back. The only man he pointed out and said, hold this until I come. The only man he trusted. There was no recall anywhere, no quarrel, no nothing, no mongering. The only man he trusted, upon the fact that they brought different kinds of accusations. They tried as much as they can to sideline him and put him far away from Master Simon. He said no. They came with their lies, they came with their misinformation, they came with propaganda, they came with like Master Nandekano said no. And he went ahead to endorse Master Simon Ekpa. Master Simon Ekpa to conduct a program with Master Nandekano. They don't want him to do that. They don't want Master Nandekano to appear in his program. Call, keep on coming, keep on coming. They were calling Master Nandekano not to go. Different kinds of things until that program was done and dusted. The only man Master Nandekano told, do not allow Satan to enter you. The only man Master Nandekano told to his face, do not allow Satan to enter you. Don't allow it. And I bet you Master Simon Ekpa never allowed Satan to enter him. He never allowed it. Remember when they kidnapped Master Nandekano, how they were approaching him. Different camp we are coming for him to join them. The same thing you are seeing today. Different camp we are calling Master Simon, come and join us, come and join us, come and join. There was one group that he said he had a meeting with them 9 good hours. He spoke with them 9 good hours. And they could not be able to give an answer. What he was asking them? Where is Mazen Nandekano? What do you know about Mazen Nandekano? Why are you so interested in creating a new factions instead of paying attention to what transpired to Mazen Nandekano? Why are you so interested in building a different group, building something new, when Mazen Nandekano is out there suffering? Why are you interested in pulling some people to your side? Does it mean that Mazen Nandekano is not going to come out anymore? Why are you so interested in convincing people to join you when you know that Mazen Nandekano is out there and he's going to come out? They didn't have an answer for 9 hours. The same thing is happening today. Some people are still busy looking for people to support them with their lies and propaganda. Some people are busy today seeking for power. I don't know whether if they think that Master Simon will not come out. Master Simon is going to come out. Even if this very verdict did not change, all he has is 2 years plus. And before you know it, he's out. And you will cover yourself in shame. You cover yourself in shame. When are we going to stop this madness? When are we going to stop this madness? For how long will we continue to repeat the same thing over and over and over again? We never learn our lessons. We never learn. I don't blame the people who say that we are our own problem. I don't blame them. Those who come to conclusion and say that we are our own problem, I don't blame them. I don't blame them for saying that, even though I don't believe it. Those who say that we are our own problem, I don't blame them because of what they see. People are speaking based on what they see. Based on what they see. In as much as for me, that's not good enough to say that we are a problem. We know where our problem is coming from. We know who are the architect of the problem, the architect of the division. Today I saw a video where the other idiot that called himself a king. This is somebody who has shouted Biafra, 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 Biafra. But I'm not surprised at Ikenga because Ikenga fought against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, in fact, suspended him before he was kidnapped. He suspended him. But then when I called him back, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu suspended Ikenga before his kidnapped. But immediately after his kidnapped, the DSS called him back because they were looking for propaganda machine. And today, look at where he has gone back to abusing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, sort of man. And today, he's in the front line of making sure that every liberation army goes down. He is now working with Hope Uzodinma and Soludo. He's in the front line. He is in the front line of their media propaganda against the Biafran struggle. This is a man who was talking about Biafra a few years ago, making noise, claiming everything he is not. He's the one that said that instead of Biafra to come through Masisam, let it not come. They are the one that celebrated the arrest of Master Simon Ekpa. They celebrate the sentence, and I look at them and laugh. These are people who say they want freedom. People who have been deceiving everyone all this while that they want freedom. Now you see the kind of freedom they want. Go and check the videos he's making today. Every single video he's making is an attack on Biafra. Every of his videos is an attack on Biafra. And of course, he has denounced completely and said he's no longer interested. These were people some few years ago we are there shouting, and you people we are clapping for them. Whatever happens, we must not lose our guard. The legacy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa must not be thrown to the dustbin. Wherever you are watching this program from, please like and share the program. I appreciate everyone that have joined us on this evening program. This morning, I couldn't be able to hold it for too long. I just came in briefly this morning because of working on something, and maybe our time might be changing very soon because of some other activities I have. My time might be changing. I might be coming earlier than usual in the morning hours. I might be coming very, very early than I used to, and evening. So when you miss the morning one, you can join us on this evening section. Trying to see how I can be able to manage that. That was why today I couldn't be able to spend enough time. I'm still trying to work on it and see how I can be able to shift it. It might be coming very, very early than it's supposed. So more especially people in the homeland might not even be meeting up with my program. I might be doing my own program when they are asleep, and people in the United States might be the ones that are going to be witnessing my program in their evening time there. So when I'm still working on the time, as soon as we can work it out, then we can be able to stabilize again because of changes. One thing that is very constant is change. So we're going to make some changes, and we are still working on that by special grace of Chukwu. Once we are done with those changes, I believe it's not going to affect us much. But the most important thing, wherever you find yourself, don't allow the legacy of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa to be thrown away. Continue to support Biafra. Continue to speak up on the issue of Biafra. The truth and nothing but the truth. Only truth can give us Biafra. You cannot get Biafra through propaganda, through lies and blackmail. No. You can't get Biafra through that. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, I will destroy the zoo with the truth. And that was exactly what he did. He didn't add one propaganda, one lie. That is why even in their court, they have not been able to bring anything against him in their court. Every single accusation he has made against Nigerian government are all verifiable. There are evidence to prove that. You saw his videos that were played in the court. His lawyers were able to defend them, including those ones they are accusing Master Simon Ekpa today. People in Nigeria are doing the same thing. What they term inciting today, what they thought the term to be inciting statement, is what the government of the day is saying. Officials of the government are saying. People in the east, in the west, in the north, in the south are saying. So, but because it is Master Simon Ekpa who is talking for Biafra, now it becomes a crime. But will that make us to stop doing what we are doing? Never. Never. It will make us to get stronger. It can never weaken us. We will never be weak. Instead of us being weak, we will get stronger and stronger and stronger by day. So wherever you are watching this program from, I appreciate every one of you that have joined us on this very evening program. Thank you so much for being part of the program, and hopefully we are going to be able to anchor tomorrow, whatever time that we are free tomorrow morning. We'll see how it works. We'll keep on gradually until we're going to fix it to a very stable time where we can be able to be having our program steady as we always do. So while we are making the changes, please bear with me. Bear with me as I make the changes. Hopefully you're going to be getting notification. You know, YouTube doesn't give notification, more especially now that we are making changes. They will not be giving you notifications. But those of you who are in Biafran groups, you might be seeing videos there. So that is why I always beg people, whenever we come live, you join, share the program in the platform where you are. There are people that don't get notification, but when you share the program in the platform, they will get the notification and they will join. The message of Biafra is for you, is for me. It is not for any personal interest. It is for our collective interest. The message we are passing is for our collective interest, for everyone to come together and do what we have to do and make sure that our name is not ridiculed. That is why we are doing what we are doing. So I appreciate everyone that have been part of this program. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being part of the program. And I will see you again tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Okike. We are going to be here again. We're coming tomorrow, same time. We'll be coming tomorrow, but morning hours, I'm not sure how we're going to fix that morning. Until when we rectify the morning program, then we know. But I'm going to come up morning. The time is what I'm not sure about. So thank you so much for being with us. I appreciate you. And keep being strong. Keep speaking up for Biafra. And keep praying for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Also pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Chukwu Okike will continue to guide and protect them. Continue to give them more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to continue to stand and fight for us as they are doing. They will never be weakened. No evil shall come before them. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Love you all.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear. Now go with the go so. Herdsmen they kill us every day, for them busy they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Who be that? I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jollof. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It's very close at the film. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they